Hi everyone, welcome to your July tarot card reading. Thanks so much for being here. I have two quick announcements. The first about my schedule, and then the second about my services and changes to my channel, okay? First of all, if you're interested in booking a private reading, I'm only going to be available the first couple of weeks of July, sort of piggybacking from June, okay? I'm moving to Europe, and I'm going to need a couple weeks to travel there, get settled, find a place, an apartment, all that good stuff. So I'm just going to be, my mind's not going to be in the proper place to be doing private readings. So I'll keep my website up, but if you book, at the last part of July, I'm probably not going to deliver your reading until August. So I just wanted to let you know that as well. Changes to my services, okay? I'm officially undergoing, learning astrology. I'm beginning. I would never call myself an astrologer at this point in time, and I've said that many, many times. But I am going to start offering software generated reports alongside your tarot card reading. So if it's your birthday and you want your birthday solar return snapshot, I'll be able to offer that for you. If you want, your next 3, 6 months or a year-long transit report, types of things that you can expect, progressive reports, all those types of things. Again, it's not my interpretation, it will be computer generated, but it will be an add-on to your tarot card readings if that's something that you guys want. As far as astrocartography, I'm going to be offering a little bit of a service since I am learning and really delving into that realm of astrology. I will be offering some analysis for that as well within the next couple of weeks. You'll be able to book that on my website. It'll be very basic, very simple. It will be very cost effective because again, I'm not a professional yet, so I'm still learning, so you'll kind of need to bear with me and just deal with the fact that I might take, a more simplistic approach to it and just kind of do some pinpoints and some bullet points for you and that kind of thing. My channel is going to expand and begin to incorporate more astrology as well because it is truly a passion of mine. Not so much talking about transits and what this full moon means. I think we all kind of have, if you like that kind of thing, you probably have an astrologer that you like already. So I don't want to try to piggyback on anyone else. I kind of want to take a little bit of a different road with it and offer something unique and something very different and something that I hope provides value. But that will come in time as I study and as I grow and as I learn. It will come in time. But I just want to let you know that my channel will be changing. I will likely change the name of my channel as well. And when I feel comfortable, then I will begin to offer private or personalized astrological readings for you, okay? But in the meantime, thanks for listening. Enjoy your July reading. And that's it. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello Libra, how are you? Welcome to your July 2017 tarot card reading. Thanks so much for being here. I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right in because I keep having cards keep flying out, so I'd really rather just dive right in. Okay, so this is gonna be for Libra. Actually, I think it's that top one there. Okay. Judgment reverse. This has been coming out a lot, Judgment. It's interesting because it is the second to last card of the major arcana, right? The second to last card that, in the reversal, it's like you're still in the dark about something. You still don't understand something. You're still feeling like, what the heck am I doing here? How did I get here? Why am I here? How are we here? And just so many questions, and feeling really frustrated by that because it's been long enough. It's been long enough and it's been hard enough. And it's like, when is this meant to end? When am I meant to understand? When am I meant to feel lighter, And this is a difficult place to be, especially when you are in a relationship, because that confusion and that darkness can kind of rub off and frustrate and create tension. And it's not anger or aggression toward someone, but it's the, you know, the reflection, it's the projection of your own frustration onto someone else. And this can be hard. It can be really hard, you know. What's crossing you is yourself. The card of Libra, Enchantress of Swords, your own intuition being challenged, your own, or challenging you, not seeing, not understanding, not willing to hear, not willing to listen. Like, I think you're at a place right now where people can't really tell you, right? This has to come, movement and progress must come through experience. It must come through just like Saturnian, like from Saturn, like experience wisdom, or wisdom through experience. Be careful that you're not sabotaging yourself, though, Libra. Like, be cognizant that you do have answers, right? They're sitting right here. You do have answers. You do have truths. You just got to access them. This is an image of a prophetess. You know, she is connected to her higher self. And her passion for truth comes out with the red. Her passion, truth, and understanding and enlightenment runs through her veins. You know, but right now it's not, you're not connecting. The Ace of Cups, what's grounding you? I don't know, new love. The entry of new love, or a connection that you have felt. Are you hanging on to a connection, or are you hanging on to something of substance, Libra? A connection isn't necessarily substance, okay? An ace is purely an ace. It is purely potential. You may be feeling disappointed. You may be feeling lost because this potential, for some of you, it may have taken hold. For others of you, it may not have taken hold. This could be within your current relationship. It could be with anything. Even a passion, even a desire for growth in some area that essentially feeds your emotional fulfillment, right? Just maybe isn't progressing in the way that you hoped or you thought it would. And now you're questioning yourself and you're questioning your own decision-making abilities, maybe. Like, I should have known? Should I have known? I don't know. Five of Swords. See, I had a feeling this had a little bit of like a twinge to it, okay? The reason why is because I was feeling, because with the first two cards, I'm like, there's something not right about this Ace of Cups. Like, there's something a little bit missing. And with the Five of Swords, this speaks to protection and keeping things alive that need to come out of their shells, need to come out to heal, coming out of the darkness. I've been using that word a lot lately, darkness, and I don't mean like bad when I say that, okay? When I say darkness, it just means like the depth of our hearts and the depths of our mind and our subconscious and our, you know, that type of thing, okay? So it doesn't necessarily need to be something bad, but I feel like maybe there was a connection that came into your life that is either feeding something that's a little bit toxic inside of your own psyche, or feeding things that you don't really like about, just, yeah, I feel like it's like feeding things that you don't like about yourself. So for those of you who are single, it could be a very inappropriate, highly incompatible person that you're going around in circles with because it like feeds this desire to prove that you don't value yourself, or so it's, you know, it's not a happy thing. This is a tough card. And it's something that must be dealt with and acknowledged, right? Bad behavior, bad cycles, bad habits, bad patterns that keep getting recycled over and over. The Eight of Swords. Sword, sword, sword. Eight of Swords is that feeling of feeling trapped, unable to see your way out. Okay, it's kind of like those untapped powers that you're not able to access within yourself. For some of you, that untapped power may be self-respect. It may be self-worth. For others of you, it may be, you know, confrontation, right? You're not able to confront things. You're not able to talk about things. Right now, you don't want to talk about things. You'd rather clam up and go into your shell. And it's all like caused by this connection. I don't know why it's turning out to be so frustrating for you, right? I don't see necessarily expectations here. It's just I really, really feel like it's all within you. And the reason why is because you're getting in your own way, right? You are your own challenge. How do you escape from a rock when you are surrounded by dangerous waters? How do you escape? How are you supposed to get out, you know? Some of you may be finding yourself in something that you really feel like you can't break free from. And the Artisan of Coins, this is a card of, oh, weird. In the Virgo reading that I just did, I also pull out the Hero or the King of Coins and your card, Libra. So maybe some of you are dealing with a Virgo. But this is someone on your mind. Someone that may be frustratingly slow, or someone that may be frustratingly selfish, maybe. I don't necessarily see the Artisan of Coins as being selfish, but I don't know what this, like, think of the Knight of Pentacles, okay? I don't know what this character could be doing that's feeding so much negativity. What is this person doing that is fueling this fire within you that you can't seem to break free? Libra, are you festering? You're festering in your own inner world because you feel this connection with someone, and yet it's creating toxicity in your life. And it's bringing to surface something, some old wound that you really need to heal from which you need to heal, okay? And what's weird is I feel like this person is a little bit oblivious of what's going on. Like this is not someone that tends to read between the lines, right? This is an image of a potter, right? He creates pots, ceramics. And, you know, when you think about what a pot is for, you know, it's utility. It's something that has purpose, right? It's a very cut and dry thing. It just is what it is. And they live their life by creating things that are understandable, things that are practical, things that have utility. But there's not a lot of thought involved. So I don't think that your partner is putting in a lot of thought to what's going on. There's maybe not a lot of sensitivity to what's going on. And they really might be like, well, they're just, I don't understand them, and pushing you away. Six of Swords is definitely a theme, okay? Definitely a theme coming out. Six of Swords is transition, spiritual evolution. Another sword card though, guys, okay? There's a lot of swords. You're spinning. Your mind is in overdrive right now. I think this connection is a temptation for you, okay? Your partner may really be seeing you as acting very strange, very peculiar. And it's all being driven and propelled by this potential that you feel or that you perceive that there's potential with something or someone. But at the end of the day, I feel that you're having to leave that connection behind because it is causing so much frustration, okay? But it's very tempting. It feels so good. It makes you feel so happy. That's the nature. That's what the sirens do. They lure the sailors in with comforting, familiar songs. And it's weird. I said this in Virgo because I said it in Leo. It's like the starving sailors and the sirens put peach cobbler right in front of them. You know, like a reminder of home and a reminder of where they came from. And I know that peach cobbler is not like a Greek thing, okay, just so you know. But you know what I mean. The comfort foods. This is your comfort food. It feels good, but it doesn't feel good. It feels good in your heart, but it feels terrible in your mind. And Libra, you are an air sign. You are ruled by mentality and intellect. And this is not matching. It doesn't match. And it's almost as though this person, like I feel like they could almost care less. Or you think that they would care less. You think that they are, because I kind of am seeing that they're kind of just in their own little world, or you think that they are in their own little world, and so you're kind of just dealing with this on your own and kind of working through this on your own. There's not a lot of communication, there's not a lot of talking, you're just sort of feeling your way through it. Thinking, well, they don't care, they're not interested, and maybe even any little taps on the shoulder that you gave to them was not received well, so you're like, okay, well, it's my stuff, I gotta just go through it on my own, figure it out. They're not the most sensitive person right now either, so maybe it is in your best interest to do that, because I don't know if you're going to get what you want from them. Your environment's a 3 of Swords. Sadness, sorrow, heartbreak. If you are going through a breakup, you're in the healing process right now, and it's hard, and it may lend itself to all the many, many questions that come with judgment reversed. Darkness, lack of clarity. Your mind is the bad habit, right? Some of you may need to, and I'm Libra ascending, and right now my progressed sun is in Libra as well, so I totally feel you guys. Like, your mind is very difficult to put to rest. You live in your mind, you live in your imagination, and your imagination and your mind and your heart are 2 very different things, and you're trying to identify the emotions, which makes the healing difficult because I don't think you're feeling the emotions. You're analyzing what you're feeling instead of just feeling your way through it. That's kind of the, pun intended, the double-edged sword, okay? The catch-22 with the 3 of Swords is it's the mixture of mentality and emotion. The consolidation of the 2. And as an air sign that is very mentally driven, it's difficult for that mix. And I would say the same for a water sign as well. The mixture of the 2. Earth and fire, I think they can put the 2 together a little bit easier. And the 4 of Swords is the mental rest. Okay, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sword cards. Okay. It's time for you to take a break. Don't worry so much, my goodness. Whatever is meant to happen will happen. Just take a mental break, and I know that's what you're hoping for. I think you're fearful that your partner may be taking a break. without your permission, all right? But maybe that's an indication for you to take your own break. I think you need one. I really do. If you are not living with the person, you know, spend time in your own home, spend time in your own space, find a way to express through maybe creative avenues, you know, writing, blogging, whatever, painting, talking, I don't know, however you need to express yourself, but to express yourself in a way or through an avenue or channel that is healthy to help you make sense. Because if you're going to be trying to assign and identify your emotions anyway, you might as well do it in a productive way. And the Empress, your other card, Libra, the Empress. She's so beautiful. I love this deck because it has 2 Empress cards. This is the more militaristic version. I think she was more of the original type of Empress, you know, a true counterpart, a true partner to the Emperor. Right now, I think you are in a greater position of strength than your partner. I don't see you guys really meshing or melding together very well right now. You have large aspirations, large goals. I think your mind is really projecting quite far in the future, whereas your partner may be very simple-minded and maybe very focused on just like tomorrow. Not a lot of forward projection happening with them, and I think that is part of the frustration, or that's what's adding to the frustration. This is a metamorphosis, right? Metamorphosis into a higher quality individual right now. The Empress is not someone that is emotionally dependent on someone else, okay? It is not someone that needs anyone else. She is a leader in her own empire, okay? And she is strong, and she is aware, self-aware, and she is not afraid to walk away if she needs to. She's not afraid to break free, because sometimes what keeps us in this 8 of Swords position is purely the fear of breaking free, purely the fear of like, well, what happens if I actually get what I want, or what happens if I actually do demand something of someone or demand something of the universe? I just might get it, and that scares us sometimes. Getting what we want, as weird as that sounds, it's scary. Because then you're like, okay, well then I don't have anything, I'm gonna have to find something else to really work for, you know? And some of us just accept happiness in just being where we are. But right now, where you are isn't making you happy, or it's not allowing for peace or tranquility. Let's not use the word happy as a destination, okay? Because happiness, sadness, everything just comes in waves, you know? 8 of Coins. It's a card of hard work and craftsmanship. It's a card as well of appreciation, I feel. Appreciation of what it is that you've worked so hard to attain. See, even here we have the Empress like looking out over her empire and just observing and just feeling grateful and appreciating and thinking. You're thinking, let's be honest, your mind is spinning. I gotcha. 8 of Coins is a state of groundedness. And maybe you need to pull in the focus to things that are more in your control. Because if this person is in fact frustrating you or bringing out sides of you that you're not happy with, you know, it's important in this. I also see this as a card of creativity, because it is that channel to be creative, that channel to express. Some of you may be highly in your creative state right now, retracting from your partner, retracting from your connection with others to write, to paint, to write music, or, you know, whatever it is that you're doing there. And the Artisan of Swords. 2 artisans here. Whenever artisans come out together, I don't see them being fully connected. If it was like a king and a queen, yes, definitely. But there certainly seems to be a disconnection here, right? I see these as youthful energies, and the youth are just very sporadic and spontaneous and very independent. Artisan of Swords. While this person is busy making pots, this person is busy making swords. All right, you're on two different tracks. You have two different crafts. You have two different talents. Sometimes it is those appreciations of others' talents, right? And that may be something that you're having a difficult time doing, is appreciating what makes this person an individual and what makes this person who they are. Because maybe they're not exactly what you want them to be, and what they truly are is bringing out insecurities in yourself, which you don't like. So therefore, you're trying to reject that. But at the same time, it is those wounds that do need to heal. So is this person good for some of you? I think yes. For others of you, no. It's going to depend. But you're busy preparing. You're busy preparing for, I don't know, whatever else is meant to come. Another Artisan of Wands. This is a fire sign. Okay, this is the card of Sagittarius. This is the card of Gemini, card of Virgo, card of Sagittarius. All mutable energies, all very flexible. Okay. I feel like this is more you, though, okay? And this might be more someone, I feel like this would be the same person here. Someone that is on your mind, all right, where your head is at. Yes, Five of Swords with the Sagittarius reversed. Gotcha, okay. Sagittarius quality. Some of you may be dealing with whatever sign, Taurus, Capricorn, doesn't matter. But, you know, they're not dependable. They're not predictable. They're not communicative. Neither is the, same. They're not communicative. And you're banging your head against the wall trying to get something that you need from them. It's not going to happen. You're on your own direction right now, Libra. If you're married, it is time for you to just focus on you. Your partner will come to you when they need to come to you, but right now it's important for you to tune in to that individual side of you. Eight of Wands. It's a card of manifestation. It's a card of things that you want coming to you. Look at how desperate, but like good desperate, like how when you're, picking someone up at the airport that you miss like crazy. Like, yes, please, I can't wait to see you. I think there will be a breaking free. Number 8 and a number 8. Look, number 8 is associated with the eighth house in the astrological wheel, okay, in Western astrology. And the 8th house is actually associated with the sign of Scorpio. And that particular house is about regeneration. It is about even the word death, right? And death is the card of Scorpio. But the passing on of things that no longer serve and the regeneration of things that do, or the things that will. I think something is passing. There is some phase of your life that is passing you by. Not passing you by like you're not on board, but like it's moving, And this, I believe, is you kind of coming out on the other side of that. So we even have the number 8 here as well. And I kind of see the 8 of Swords as being coming into the 8th house, and the 8 of Wands is leaving the 8th house. And then you've got the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Coins kind of in the middle. That's not a thing. I just kind of make that up. That's how I visualize it, just so you guys know. But here you are coming out of the other side of the 8th house into greater understanding, which is the 9th house, house of Sagittarius, okay, greater understanding, greater wisdom, ruled by Jupiter, greater for, like, it's wisdom through understanding, okay, not just through knowledge, right? This would be you being knowledgeable. This would be you understanding, being wise, and manifesting the change that you wish to see, whether that change is within yourself, which I think it's a lot of it is within yourself, but also likely within your relationship. A lot of the tension, Libra, is being caused because of your insecurities. This person, I think they're just doing their own thing. I mean, they're going through stuff too, but they are really just like doing their own thing. And the 4 of Coins. Your person is quite stubborn. You might be quite stubborn as well, hanging on to things. They're not expressing themselves. You're not expressing yourself either. So you've got 2 people not expressing themselves and taking out the frustration of that lack of expression out on each other. It's not healthy, but it's temporary and it will be okay. And I know it's causing like blah, 3 of Swords, but it will pass, you know. And some of you, if you are breaking up with someone, you have a very, very promising future here, right? There's no need to be fixated on someone or fixated on an idea, fixated on a connection. There's no substance here, Libra. Hero of Wands. This I see as being something very similar. The fire sign, okay? Is it the same person? This is the card of Leo, okay? It could be another fire quality. Are they... let me think on this for just a minute. Yeah, I do feel like it is someone... I feel like you've been dealing with a fire sign, Libra, if I remember correctly from the past readings. Or a fire personality, someone very intense, someone very strong, selfish, okay? Also narcissistic as well. I think you're dealing with someone that is very much interested in their own, like their own world. They're just doing their own thing. They're thinking about you, yes, but they're not engaging with you. But it is likely that as you kind of take on this more individualistic standpoint and you take on this more confident air, okay, and this confidence will be found through your creative channels and found through doing things that you're good at and not banging your head against the wall trying to do something that you're not good at, or trying to get someone to do something and they're not doing it, therefore feeding your insecurities. Okay, that's not the healthy way. This is the healthy way, and here you are breaking free from that transformation. Okay, and you are truly a strong individual, there's no doubt in my mind, and this is likely someone stepping up to the plate. Okay, stepping up their game, strong and intense, and they see what you've got going on. It's much more a better person for the Empress here. And 2 of Cups. How can you go from the 3 of Wands to the 2 of Cups, guys? 3 of Swords. How can you go from the 3 of Swords to the 2 of Cups? That makes no sense. A love that hurts so much, a love that causes so much pain, a love that drives you crazy, a friendship maintained. There is connection here, okay? Now here's the substance. Maybe there hasn't been substance and you've been trying to create substance. I think some of you will get it. I see this as substance, as something real in love, right? True partnership, true good communication. This is also a card of communication, also a card of travel. And I see this as someone traveling, like look, he's like leaping. I know you guys can't really see it. The King of Wands. Okay, leaping, hurrying up. I see this as things coming to you. Likely this person will come to you, but you need to like forget about them and do your own thing. You will harness the beauty between you. And the Hermit. My hopes and fears. Interesting that you pull out the two like hermit-like cards in the hope and fear. You hopeful that it's over, maybe? Hopeful that you're each going to kind of emerge from your shells a little bit. Hopeful that the understanding has been attained. Hopeful that the wound has been healed. Seven of Coins. I think you really... I think you're... You know, I often say that I feel like this is someone looking at the balance sheet, right? Someone's looking to buy a business and they look at the numbers. This is a bottom line type of card. Bottom line, what was the investment injection versus what's coming out? What's the return on that investment? Here I feel like in spite of the fact that the investment might not look so good on paper, the emotional side is kind of taking over a little bit. Seven of Coins. Sevens are tough. I see them as often like a battle type energy where things aren't really moving smoothly. Rather, they're kind of going in opposition of one another. The numbers not lining up, but your feelings are a certain way, therefore it's making it difficult to make a decision of some kind. It's difficult to stay or go, like you really just don't know. You really don't know what to do. You really don't know how to feel. And Justice, your other card, Libra. You're really in your element this month. I love it. About fairness. I said this in the Virgo. This is somewhat oddly, weirdly connected with the Virgo reading I just did. No, not sure why. But this is like you demanding. Yes, this is like the card of the universe being just, the scales becoming even on a grand scale. But Libra, because this is you demand things of the universe. You're not just going to fester in this anymore. You're not going to allow this to occur anymore. Here you are, I think, stepping up to the plate and saying, universe, forget you, this is what I want. You're not giving me things that I want, and I want this. Now, I feel that it is something that you will get. You had a connection, but I think there was something weird about that connection. Beautiful, and it just was almost like not welcome. Kind of very protective of that, very like on guard, very withheld, very held back, very much not willing or ready to engage in that connection, which maybe is why all these swords coming out in the beginning. Hero of Cups. Now who's this? This is the card of Scorpio. Could be the same person, okay? I see the Hero of Cups as being someone very social, okay? I don't know how else to describe it. And being connected with the card of Sagittarius, it could be someone that you know, if you're not in a relationship, this could be someone that you wanted a relationship with, but they were just like steadfastly single, and someone that maybe just they were in their own world, and they didn't recognize or acknowledge or participate in what you felt. And I mean, that's in the past. So maybe some of you are, maybe it is the same person, you know, and they are, like I said, stepping up to the plate, maybe. Enchantress of Cups. Oh, the intensity. I love the Enchantress of Cups, okay? You may have met your twin flame, right? You may have met someone that really stirs it up for you. Luckily, she's in the upright position. The intensity of the emotion that you feel for this person is maybe unprecedented. Like they haven't really given you a reason to feel that. I'm going to keep going. I may come back to her. I need to keep going. 7 of Wands. You're no longer like fighting. You're no longer, or maybe you no longer have obstacles. When the 7 of Wands comes out with the 8 of Wands, I often see things going more smoothly, conflict being resolved. No more confrontation or no more confrontational spirit, okay? And the Moon. So much unknown energy, starting with that first card, Judgment reversed. Yeah, Judgment reversed. Starting with that first card, there's just an overall like dark cloud of unknown here. And just know that things are working their way through the process. And the more and more you demand of yourself, and the more and more you demand of the universe, and the more and more you focus on yourself as well, the more and more likely things will have a platform in which to manifest, on which to manifest themselves. Okay, they need to attach to something. But if you're just kind of like in this 8 of Swords state and this 5 of Swords state, and you're like protecting things that don't matter, and there's internal lies within yourself, and you're trying to fool yourself, and then the good, happy things in life, they don't have anything to attach to, because it's all a facade, it's all fake, you know? Swords are illusions, they're things that are not real. So how can real things attach to things that are not real? So you need to create things that are real, create goodness, create stability, create confidence and self-esteem and sense of self-worth. Look, the intensity and the connection that you feel with this person is not going anywhere. So if you take time to focus on you, and you take time to do your own thing, and to go on a trip, to do whatever you got to do, it's not working against yourself, okay? The Enchantress of Coins, the beckoning. See, she's also has her arms up. She also is calling out to the universe to manifest something real. She only manifests reality. Coins. Tangible. Tangibility of the 2 of Cups. Look, you may have created this yourself. 3 of Swords. You may have created this sadness on your own. You are the creator. Don't forget that. Your outer world reflects your inner world. So if your outer world is shitty, what on the inside is shitty? That needs to be addressed. 7 of Swords, self-sabotage, lies, thieving. Are you afraid? It's like if you were to get something, you would question it. You would question it anyway. What are you doing? You're sending mixed signals to the universe right now, Libra. You're on and off. You're hot and cold. The universe doesn't know what to give you if you're like saying one day, yes, I want this relationship, and the next day, no, I don't want it. I'm just going to focus on myself. And then the next day, you're trying to manipulate an outcome. Like, no, you got to be very clear and very honest with yourself and the universe as to what you really, truly want. You can't have any of this back and forth. Otherwise, the universe isn't going to give you anything. Okay? It's not going to give you anything. And the 9 of Coins. Another card speaking to individuality, individualization. comfort being yourself, comfort being on your own, and getting yourself to a place where you have something real. Okay, I see these often very much the same, the Queen of Coins and the Nine of Coins, okay? Very much being two successful people, honest people, true people, and people that don't care so much about others, just so long as they are doing right by themselves. I think you've given a lot to something, Libra, that you maybe shouldn't have given so much to, but you did it anyway in spite of knowing it wasn't good for you. Okay, knowing that it was a substanceless connection here. I don't expect your emotion to really change. I don't think that the love will change. I don't think that it will go away if you start focusing on yourself. But I think what needs to happen is you just need to focus on yourself and start demanding higher standards of the universe and higher standards of yourself. Okay? Pretty intense reading for you, Libra. I will leave you with that. I really hope that it provided some insight for you, and I wish you nothing but the best, all right? Thanks so much.